one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys, well, they're struggling at this point in the year. Just 2 wins over their last 7. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. The Bears offense ready to take over here. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at wide receiver. As his strong season continues, up over 1,100 yards receiving now for the campaign.
Okay, he's impressed me all season long. What have you thought about it?
Absolutely. The consistency, I think, has been maybe the most impressive.
Yeah, I think you nailed it because he's been healthy all season. And when you're healthy and available, that gives you a chance to put up the numbers that he has.
On play action, love to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First carry for the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
Ready. 52 blue. Cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Red 38. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Down. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here we go. Set. 45. Set.
Now Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go. Yellow. 40. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
It's blue. Go. 52 blue. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Okay.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Cut.
Throwing. Love. This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. there's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Go pink. Black. Ready?
They go bootleg. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Ready. Set, hut.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be done.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Ready. 50, green. Set, go.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 set.
Love, they go play action now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Here we ready.
Following the interception, Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft from 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on, set. 52, set.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. Ready?
Jet sweep. Here's Reed. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Love now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And he'll get this to the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Set.
Love. Quick slant here to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Packers offense set to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Bay's offense ready to go again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing?
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.